Stanford is $56,000. Mom and dad's out-of-pocket cost was $16,000. So an Ivy League education is less expensive than an in-state cost. I want to go back. Remember, bottom line cost 16. What was the EFC? 20. They wanted him. No, sorry, they wanted her. Rachel, 2010 grad, studying engineering, very bright young lady, 33 in her ACT. You know, not untypical. I've got these 3 schools. Those are the ones I want to go to. We had to apply to 10. Family income, $359,000. That may seem like they're not going to get any money at all. They had $300,000 in assets in stocks, money market, CDs, 529 plans. 4 family members. The EFC originally was 116. We got it down to 95. Let me explain it. That means that unless the school costs more than $95,000 a year, you don't get any need-based aid. Well, thankfully, that doesn't cost that much. However, it means like they're screwed, right? Going to Drexel, and here's what they got. She got $29,000 in non-need-based award, some loans. Total financial aid package was $34,000. The cost of Drexel was $52,000. So mom and dad's out-of-pocket was $20,600. So basically, by doing that, they saved $116,000 over 4 years, but could have gone to Illinois Institute of Technology for $9,000 a year. IIT is a very generous school. And sometimes we may have a student apply to someplace like that just for competitive reasons, because you can appeal those award letters.
So, but does it like in this case, then the EFC doesn't matter? Like, what's your EFC really doesn't matter? For these type of, when the EFC is really high, like 95,000.
For need-based aid, no. Remember, this was non-need-based award. That was scholarship money. But also, this part, we had to be moved. I'm going to show you, compare 2 families. You're going to understand it better. Next one, Chris, liberal arts student. I love this one. 27, ACT, looked at 7 colleges. Income for the family is $134,000. They only had $10,000 in taxable assets, which is pretty normal for a lot of families here, I'll bet. The initial and the final EFC was $34,000 a year. Got into 2 schools, Harvard University in Ohio and also Worcester University and also in Ohio. Got the initial award was $5,000 a year to go to Hiram. Cost of attendance was $30,000. Submitted to FAFSA. Upon the updated award letter, they gave half tuition waivers. So basically, they gave $15,000 a year and said there's an opportunity to apply for competition scholarship. And also from Worcester got an additional, also got $15,000 a year. Now at this point, without going any further, private school is now parity or less expensive per year than many large public universities. This isn't the end of the story. Was invited to Hiram for a personal interview and also scholarship competition. The results, the president called this kid up, offered him a full ride for $38,000 a year for 4 years. Now, that's rare. Okay, but it can happen. I mean, there's 3,000 colleges out there. In case you're wondering, Harvard, I never heard of Harvard. Probably never heard of Worcester either. There's a book out and it's called Colleges That Change Lives. Both those schools are in there. Matter of fact, if you're going to say, John, I really want to find a school where the professors from Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Dartmouth send their kids, that would be Denison, also in Ohio, which you probably never heard of. So just because you never heard of it does not mean it is not a fabulous school. Well, all 3 of those schools mentioned in that book. Actually, I think there's probably, 15 or so in the Midwest. We've got a few actually in Illinois and Wisconsin. So you can find some of those great schools. They're smaller schools, but if they want your student, just like this one, I'll pay to go there. All right, this is last one. Alice, liberal arts degree, 29 ACT. Looking at, she had 30 colleges. We got her there down to 15. She finally applied to 7. Family income was $106,000. They had $190,000 in taxable investments, and inheritance coming at $150,000, $180,000 in home equity. 4 family members, 2 in college. So the older student was already at Cornell, 5th grade, New York, right at the lake, gorgeous. As I say back in Maine, where I'm from, gorgeous. Paying mom and dad $43,000 a year. Have you guys ever written a check for that large? Anybody? Yeah. Now the initial EFC was 27,000 per student. Remember, the family EFC was 52, sliced in half now, was 27. Because we were able to reposition these assets, we got it down to 15,000. Daughter number 2 goes to Ursinus University, Pennsylvania. They gave her 20,000 in a grant, some loans, $30,000 total package. So mom and dad's out-of-pocket cost to go to Ursinus was $10,001. Yay. Now the dad, okay, so dad's, but the dad's going, wait a minute, I get 10,000 here, I still have 42,000 in Cornell's like, you know, it's hyperventilating. I said, hang on, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take the family, get on a plane, fly to Ithaca, go to Cornell, sit down in the financial aid office, and do not leave that office until you get what you want. So here's what we got. Bottom line. The bottom line was Cornell updated the financial award, so the out-of-pocket went from 42,000 to 20,000. So basically, what happened with this whole thing was that 2 students going to college for 30,000 instead of 1 student going to college for 42,000. So if I can say this, I got the best job in the world. I just helped the family send 2 kids off to school without going broke. Yay. So free college planning basically, as part of this workshop, has asked me to sit down with all of you, as part of being able to come here as a not-for-profit, and to give you a consultation. Basically, it's going to be a free FAFSA review. Because I want you, and you want to find out, are there going to be any problems now before you file that financial aid form? Anybody want to know what your EFC is before that happens, and if it can be lowered? Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set you up with a free review, and I have some rules. One is that if you're married, I need both spouses to show up. We've been doing this for 27 years. It doesn't work any other way. Secondly, the packets we're going to give you when you hand in your evaluation forms are going to have a map to my office. They're going to have copies of the slides and also a financial form that you'll need to fill out, which we will keep all the information confidential. I need you to fill out that form as much as you can before you come to the office. Third one, we need to schedule this review in the next couple of weeks. Free College Planning has me speaking at 8 libraries, and my schedule's pretty packed. So it's going to be important for you to get this in. And you know, you may be thinking, this is too early. Do I really have to do this now? Well, Free College Planning invited you here because it's not too early, and if you think it is, those of you that are juniors, ask the seniors here if they think it's too early. Ideally, I love working with 8th graders because we got lots of time to get everybody ready. You may also be thinking, you know what, we make way too much money. Well, hopefully that last case study and the one, a couple one before will show you that's not necessarily so. You can still get 80 even if you make between $300,000 and $400,000 a year. You may be thinking, I don't make enough money. Well, in that case, we need to get all that you can and help you find a way to get it. If you don't know your spouse's schedule, schedule it anyway. Because what's going to happen, you're probably going to go home, you may need to change it, you can move it around. The main thing is we need to get this in. You may be skeptical. I don't want you to be skeptical of some guy that just spent an hour and a half of his time talking to you for free. You ought to be skeptical of the schools that your child may take 6 years to graduate from, and they have no accountability at all for their education after you've paid them between $120,000 and $250,000. That's what you ought to be skeptical of. All right, now, I can't even say skeptical. If you want to take out your evaluation form, so what I'd like you to do is on the top right-hand corner, I want you to write down the next to last page. I want you to write down a day and time that's going to be before you come in. My hours are Mondays, 8:30 to 5:30. Tuesdays through Thursdays, 8:30 to 7. 7 is the last time of the day I'll meet. Saturdays, 8 until noon. So noon is the last meeting I'll schedule. So Mondays, 8:30 to 5:30. Tuesday through Thursday, 8:30 to 7. And Saturdays, 8 to noon. So just write down a time and a day.
Where's your office located?
We are right on the corner of Randall and Oak in North Rose. Have you ever been by Overweiss? We're like right up the hill from there. So you can get an ice cream before you come in or after you're leaving. There's a sports bar right diagonally if you need an adult beverage, whatever works for you. That's okay. We actually have, just write down a time you think is going to work. We may have to change it anyway. That's right. We'll move around. The main thing though is I can't be chasing you around for your schedule to change, to set this up. This is your free FAFSA review, not ours.
How about Fridays? You don't work on Fridays?
Fridays is my catch-up day. I mean, if that is like an absolute only day you come in, I'll consider it, but Fridays is mine. That is, I ask my staff, I go into my office, I close the door, sometimes I actually go to the library so no one will bother me.
And you said over the next 2 weeks, right?
If possible, yes.
How much time to leave for this?
An hour? So it's gonna take about an hour to go through.
So you don't schedule thing at staying at 7?
No, 7 is the last one.
Oh, you can 7 to 8, so you don't
Yeah.
have to work till 8.
Yeah, correct. So 7 will be the last meeting. 5:30 is the last meeting on Monday, 7 Tuesday through Thursday, noon is the last meeting on Saturday. So if you want to come up, I said we'll write down your time and we'll give you your envelope. I'm not sure. You don't just write that down. Oh, I'm sorry, by the way, make sure that we have your cell phones. If possible, we're going to text you to confirm your times. If you can't take a text, let us know. We'll need a phone number where we can reach you after 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So pretty good. Who's asking for something? You go. Just put it in. On the 20th? I believe it's am I voting on the weekend? We'll just call.
I think you're making works.
We can do something.
We'll figure it out. We'll just confirm.
You don't mind that I won't be there.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, and he's the only one in the family that has that problem. That's it. It seems like I remember that, I remember. Can't quite remember what it is.
It's wrong.
So is it helpful, Veronica? Sorry. I don't have you. They didn't let you guys out yet?
And just, oh, you can bring water bottles each class tomorrow. This is the first day.
Two kids fell.
I don't know. It's fine.
Next to your son tells you the story about putting coins in trees during the prom celebration.
Oh, really?
It's a great story.
One I'm looking forward to, the guy who's an 80 and I saw, I was the same neighbor, he said that he wants to go for medical. He actually take it to school in Texas. And they gave him a goat. Each one has their own name. And then they give him a goat, and gives you the goat, so they pull up the gun, and we'll shoot it 2 or 3 times. They're like in the middle of nowhere, so fix the goat. That's your first exposure. They have to train. Oh, this guy, he said, don't tell your son that, because he won't be
I just want to know the name of the girl.
Well, the main, you want to wait until September, because just hopefully it'll cool down, it's going to be 40 I'll take that.
Thank you. I actually have to go pick my son up.
Okay, well, let me give this to you, don't run away.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You got your vote?
I got the packet.
Is it the dates on that?
Yes.
Great. Thanks for coming, hope this is helpful. Well, it's all right, we'll have a chance to meet him. Thanks for coming.
Really, really appreciate it. Awesome.